Today is International Dot Day, and today we read The Dot by Peter Reynolds. This book is about a girl that thinks that she's really bad at art, so her teacher says to drop a dot on a piece of paper. And so she did, and then the teacher said sign it. And then later she saw her art, the dot, in an art museum.
The dot to represent National Dot Day from the book The Dot, and we are showing how you can make art just by making a dot.
It's kind of a dot, and it has some details about it, and I think it's pretty cool.
In Make It and Take It, we were practicing tossing the balls into the buckets.
I think Make It Take It was pretty easy, but there were 5 buckets around the room and spots, and if you made it once in the buckets with a ball, you would keep the dot for your team, and whoever had the most at the end would win.
One of us got pizza out.
In pizza delivery, in PE, you practice balancing a mat on your I thought pizza delivery was pretty hard because everyone knocked out my pizza and I had to do 5 jumping jacks.
We made a terrarium and aquarium. So first we put the gravel, and then we put the dirt, and we put the seeds in, and we went outside and we got some material like grass, little rocks, some crumbled up leaves, and then we put that in there.
We feed the plants, and we have to track them to see how much they grow each day, and we have to put the date so then we know which day we did it.
We got bugs. Some of them died, but we have 1 cricket left, 1 roly-poly left, and then we put our terrarium on our aquarium, and we put in 5 fishes and 7 snails.
It's fun!
In architecture and engineering design, we had to build these egg shelters that we had to place at the bottom of the football stands and drop a whole bucket of golf balls off the top. And if you survived, then you passed.
The process was just sketching it out first and in detail, like what you wanted to do, how you were going to protect your egg. And then after that, you started the building process with your materials to protect your egg. Mine worked, it's not broken.
Mine passed. I mean, hard box and cotton protecting it, so.
Mine was like a 5x5x5 box with like cardboard in between so it wouldn't like squish the box down.
I was very impressed with several designs, and we had way more eggs survive than I expected, so I was a little bit disappointed in that for me, but they did an extremely good job with adhering to the requirements that I gave them.
I am in Ms. Owen's 3rd period ELA class, and we are doing the Generations project.
Which is a project we do on Google Draw, and it's where you tell things about how different generations have influenced you.
I learned many things about students in our classes, and I had a lot of fun doing it.
I just saw Stella Godfrey do a food presentation about how her grandmother influenced her and how her great-grandmother also influenced her mother into cooking, and it was insane. I had a great time. It was really good, and it's a fun project.
And it was a lot of fun.
Today in science, we are learning about worms and what do they eat. They are decomposers.
Where are they going to go naturally? Where do they want to go?
They like darkness, they like moisture, they like to burrow.
That's really long. That's like as long as the plate.
They help plants grow because they loosen up the soil, and that's like putting another layer of soil on top of the soil. And they do not like lightness at all.
He doesn't know how to get out.
Our experiment on worms was a part of our food chain lesson. We know that birds eat worms, but we were trying to figure out what worms eat.
And he probably, I nominate Cole for blocking him.
I nominate Emden.
No.
Hi, I'm Mr. Hata, the counselor at Heritage Elementary and also in charge of Safety Patrol. And it's an opportunity for our fifth graders to be leaders in our school and help our community in the morning during arrival, get kids out of their cars safely into the building.
Hi, I'm a part of 5th grade Safety Patrol. I like doing this because it helps kids get inside safely. What we do is when we come outside, we wait for the cars to stop and then we open the doors for them. And if they need guidance, we help them go to their classroom.
We also have some Safety Patrol members that put up the flag in the morning, and every morning, not rain or shine, but when it's not raining, they put the flag up and are respectful with that. And it's a great opportunity for 5th graders to be leaders in our school.
It's a really great honor, and also I really like helping the school out with it. Every day I get here early and I put the flag up, and then after school I take the flag down and fold it. And it's just an honor doing that for Mr. Hopper, and I love doing it at HCS.
We had fun learning about genetics. We learned about dominant and recessive traits.
We're doing this cool activity while making monsters to determine whether they're dominant or recessive traits. Our monsters may have scales, wings, or horns, or polka dots.
It's our monsters.
Today in 3rd grade, we're learning about bar graphs.
I must ask you a question. What is your favorite subject?
Social studies.
What is your favorite ice?
What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry.
Vanilla.
Bar graphs are things that are used to collect information of how much of other things that people like.
We are studying states of matter. Read that temperature and tell me what it is.
We are looking at changes of state and investigating the effects of adding salt to water.
Because we're not just going to make ice cream by sitting still. It's going to take some action on your part.
Here, checking the temperature of the water.
So 400 grams of rock salt. And then we're going to go right back to shaking them. And this time we're going to set a timer for 10 minutes.
In my bag there is salt, water, and ice.
1 degree Celsius.
This is dropping fast.
We have a bag of salt. It was negative 16 degrees, and it was more of an ice cream consistency.
It's hard like ice cream. Without adding salt to the ice and water, it doesn't get cold enough to freeze the ice cream.
Hi, this is Ben Franklin. I'm here at Scales Elementary. I'm traveling through time and I'd make a pit stop to see what they're up to, and I found out that they're learning about the American Revolution. They're gonna start a unit on the American Revolution, so I was just gonna pop in and tell them about the Albany Plan that took place in Albany, New York, right before the French and Indian War.
Today, Benjamin Franklin visited our 4th grade classrooms to ask us if we wanted to help him reunite the 13 colonies in New York. He wanted to stop the Revolution War and reunite the colonies. He was a really cool inventor and invented cool things like the lightning rod, electricity, and the 2-lens glasses, and a lot more.
We're making a stop-motion animation for multimedia. I'm doing a penalty shot where they're going through penalty shots and trying to score on each other.
Stop motion is where you take a bunch of pictures where each object is moved slightly different, and when it's put together it makes like a short movie or a normal movie, just depending on what you want to make.
Used Lego fire and characters. The rest is cardboard and paper. I made 90% of the props. Ben didn't.
We did Pac-Man, and this is what we have so far.
This is an order of operations sheet that looks like a human, and we operated on it.
It wasn't really stressful working on this. It didn't really feel like we were in a hospital, but some people did lose a patient.
We had all these questions that we had to answer, and we all had a group, and all of these we had to answer correctly to be able to finish.
How we remember this is PEMDAS by parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, and addition, subtraction.
And then if it's like, if it's 50 plus 9 and plus 4 times 5, so you do the multiplication first, and then you just go left to right.
This cookie company is so meaningful for our students. It gives us the chance to practice life skills. We get to work in the kitchen, we get to interact with each other, we get to practice money skills, we get to go in the hallway and see friends and socialize, and it gives them this real world job experience that they could take into the community when they're ready for the workforce too.
We put them in the trays and then we put like something on them.
Put brown sugar on the snickerdoodle, put a chocolate chip on the plastic, and then you put it in the oven for 14 minutes.
How good are the cookies?
So good. Really good.
Kendall Reichert was going to be a student in our classroom. Before her 9th grade year, she passed away. To honor Kendall, the community gave a lot of donations, and we were able to start our school business. So every day we honor Kendall by having this cookie store, and the whole store is in her name.
This year has been a lot of people. We had to make like 2 lines for the cookies.
What I've learned is like you have to have like a positive atmosphere. You have to be very positive. You can't get like mad or frustrated. You just have to take a deep breath and go for it. If they have like a $5 bill and they give it to you, you always have to think, well, they need to have $3 back. So you count $3 back and give them their change.
It's a lot of excitement, a lot of back and forth between having money and then getting the cookies back to them, but all about it is just leadership. You gotta be who you are and just go forward with it.